Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin, talk about how far can we come down here, because Bitcoin has made some significant retracements that we need to talk about. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. So guys, right now Bitcoin is trading at $39,570, down about 2.5% on the day, but over the past couple weeks, we've come down all the way from about 49,000, so we're down about $10,000. Last night, we came down even about 38,000. Bitcoin dominance trading at about 50.48%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're rallying up to about 52.5%. So we are seeing, with this sell-off, Bitcoin gain some dominance. The altcoins are selling off more significantly. I talked about the other day, guys, seeing Ethereum fail that rally above $2,600. I kind of knew that this was going to happen here, guys, that the altcoins were going to have some significant sell-off, especially when Bitcoin is bringing the entire market down with it. But that being said, how far can we go? Am I selling? Let's talk about it. So, guys, I want to take a look here at this purple box. First, let's zoom out here on Bitcoin. This little tiny purple box will explain where my mind's at, but it's important that we zoom out and see where we're at here. We're a few months away from the halving. We're starting to spill over on the weekly chart. The monthly is red as well. This purple box. In my opinion, I think this is the worst it can get. I think that an appropriate price level to be looking at, my initial price level I was looking at was around the $38,000 price level. And well, we did hit that. And last night, I bought some Ethereum. Over on Twitter, I posted, you can follow me at 333 Blacksea. Bought some Ethereum, and I said, buy the dip. Because we did hit my first level of layering in here. Don't get me wrong, guys. I've been accumulating since the bear market. I've been taking profit along the way, but on meme coins and whatnot, and moving that profit off of the really risky plays and putting it into Ethereum, putting it into Solana, putting it into Crow, putting it into different coins that I expect will have a meteoric rise after the halving. But how low can we go right now? So my first target was met at about 38,000. I bought some Ethereum. I think that the next level to really be looking at here is about 35,000 inside this purple box. But I think the worst it could possibly get is to get to around the $28,200 price level. I know I've been talking about how important it is that we stay above the $32,000 price level because it's the bull market support band. But I do think that there is a possibility that everybody's looking at that level, which means that we could potentially get a swift little wick down to that 28K. I think that is on the table for the worst case scenario. Now, I will say that I think that there's a chance here that we do kind of bounce out of this before coming back down. I do think that 38,000 is an important level, but if we get those daily candle closes below that, 35K, then the next is 32K. But guys, when we zoom out and look at previous pre-halving years, these moves that are coming down from the moves to the upside off the bottom in the pre-halving years, about a 60% drawdown on Bitcoin. But this was an exaggerated move. I always talk about this move. It was an exaggerated move. When we zoom out here, this move dumping into the halving was very similar. I believe it was about a 40% dump. Let's get a closer look at this. 40% dump, I'm pretty positive. Yep, about a 40% dump. I think that that's an appropriate move because where we're at right now, we've come down about 20%. And if we were to measure this from the top here to where we are right now, we're down 20%. I think that's healthy. And that's why I do think a lot of people are going to think that we're going to bounce here, which we might bounce. But I do think that we need to see a little bit more downside. I think that around 35,000 is a 30% move. And if we come down all the way to about 28K, that is a 40% move. That's why I believe that that is probably the worst case scenario. Because, well, past data points that we have. But now the question is in how long. I really am leaning into the idea here that we don't get past February. I think that late March is kind of, or halfway through March, I should say, is kind of the latest we'll see a move to this downside. I really do believe that if we do hit that $28,000 price level, it probably will be somewhere in February. But that being said, if we don't hit that level, guys, sideways chop. Sideways chop, boring market accumulation by the dip. That's my motto right now. I'm layering in. I have a level at 35,000, I have a level at 33,000, and I have a level at 28K. I'm buying in this box. This box is my buy zone. I'm happy to see us come down there because, guys, these dips are for buying. These dips are opportunities right now. Like I said when I first started talking about this box, is that when we zoom out here, guys, look at this. It's nothing. It's nothing when you zoom out. It's a tiny, tiny blip on the map before a Bitcoin halving. Before we can be making big moves, making new all-time highs. I'm not selling, guys. I've taken profit off of the meme coins back before we started even dumping around like the 45 to 48K range on Bonk when Bonk was flying. I still have a moon bag of that, but nothing significant. I'm exposed, like I've been saying for the past couple weeks. I've been saying, leading into this move to the downside, that right now is the time to either be buying. If you haven't been in the market since the bottom, now would be a time to be buying, probably heavily. Not financial advice, but I am leaning into that idea here, especially if we start to dip down a little bit lower to, say, that $32,000 price level. I think it may be one of the last opportunities to get exposure, significant exposure on Bitcoin before we get off to the races here, before we start making really large moves after the halving. If you have been in the market since down here and they're in the bottom, maybe take some profit. Maybe wait a little bit longer at this point because you'd be kind of panic selling. But in reality, either hold or layer in right here. That's my opinion. That's exactly what I'm doing. But guys, don't panic and don't get bored, because if you're here right now, you are positioning yourself in a very good way. I do think that there will be some boring sideways price action for a few months here. Sideways into the downside, and then sideways chop until we find our next bottom. And I say bottom, and you feel the hair stand up on the back of your neck, but guys, it's a higher low. It's a higher low. I'm going to say it again. It's a higher low. It's a bullish trend. Things are good. Guys, be patient. This is an opportunity. But if you like this type of content, please like this video. Subscribe to the channel right now. We are over 14,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. We're on our way to 15,000. We have a lot of giveaways to come. It's a lot of fun giving back to you guys. Also, please go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea, as well as my Instagram I just created, 333Blacksea. Going to show lots of trade setups over there. I think that's my plan with that. But also, we have some really good referral links down below. $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex, $8,000 sign-up bonus to BitGet. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.